Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the YouTube channel God Will Do It For You. My name is Steven. I hope everyone's having a great week so far. It is Friday, finally Friday. So I hope it is the end of your work week. It is nice and sunny and cloudy out where I'm at today. I'm getting ready to go to the gym, get a good pump in, and it's kind of relaxed. It's my son's last day of school, so he's excited, already asking me, what are we going to do on board? And little does he know, he's going straight to summer camp this coming Monday. Oh, that's what you're going to do, buddy. Because see, last year he wore me out, and I was like, this year we're going to get you there somehow, some way. We're going to get you there. And he's going next week, so glory be to God with that. That is great. That is a blessing. I've never gotten to experience summer camp when I was young, so it's really cool that he gets to experience it. So looking forward to that as well, just so that way I can actually get work done and I have to be worried about him as well. All parents understand that. If you're not a parent yet, you will. But go ahead and get right to it. I appreciate everyone again taking the time to watch, come and view this channel. Definitely like, share, subscribe if you feel and in your heart to do so. What we're going to do, like I said, I like to get straight into the topic, is we're going to be talking about today just navigating tough seasons. Sometimes we run into these seasons in life where it's just tough, and sometimes we're wondering exactly what we need to do for your particular situation regarding your finances. Do you need to cut back? Do you need to this? Do you need that? And meanwhile, you're still like, man, I am serving God. I am giving him all the glory. I'm definitely on my knees praying to him every day. I'm tithing. I'm giving offerings. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But yet, I'm going through this mess. My car just broke down. My spouse is acting up. Children are really getting on my nerves for some reason this past couple of weeks. The job is just getting really hectic. You are stressed. You are tearing those glasses of wine up, and you're just wondering what you need to do. And that's where we're going to go into the Bible with Matthew chapter 8, and I start with verse 33, and we go into the famous story of where Jesus calms a storm. And the reason why I love this story in particular towards life, we can use it towards any situation we choose to, but when it comes to using it towards life itself, when we look into the Bible, the very following story in that same chapter 8, it looks like verse 18, it talks about the cost of following Jesus. And without reading that, if you were to just start with Jesus calms a storm, it'll kind of answer that question. That's the cost of following Jesus, is that you're going to run into some storms. But in that short story, it definitely gives you all the clarity that you need, that Jesus went onto the boat calm and ready to go to sleep. He didn't care what was going to happen. Even if he knew what was going to happen, his decision was to go to sleep. And the sleep represents he chose to be in a state of peace, of relaxation, instead of a state of panic, a state of anxiety, a state of worry. And I know that's easier said than done when you're nice and alert and awake, but that's what he chose to do. And when the storm started to come, and they were, probably open the door real quick and were like, what in the world is going on? Do you not see what's going on out there? And he's like, probably waking up like, man, I was dreaming good. And do you guys have little, no faith when you know who I am? I say we're going to get in this boat, we're going to go over there. I didn't say we're going to get in this boat and we're going to run into a storm, we're going to die. I said we're going to get in this boat and we're going to go to the other side. I didn't say we're going to go to the other side and it was going to be peaceful. I just said we're going to go to the other side. But you being with me, you should know that we're going to make it there. No matter what you go through, you're going to make it there. And that's why I'm in a state of relaxation, because I know at the end of the day, we serve God. God is in control, and God's going to make sure that we make it to the other side. but he will put us through those storms to see how we handle them, to see how we react to them. Because if you're like Jesus and you're reacting to the storm in a state of peace, not only is he going to get you to the other side, he's going to do some amazing things on the other side. You're going to pass the test. Instead of panicking, he's going to make you redo it until he feels like you have that confidence that he needs you to have in him, that you will be all right. And so that is exactly what you need in order to navigate difficult times. You need Jesus. You need God. We need to pray. You need to not worry. I can't tell you exactly what to do because, yes, in my opinion, I could tell you all types of really amazing ways to save money, to consolidate groceries, or isolate exactly what you would need for lunch, dinner. Like, hey, this would be this many servings will be enough for tonight and tomorrow. If you're looking for portion control, I know how to do all that type of stuff. It's just, I just think everybody's situation is particular, so someone may not need that advice, but someone may need advice somewhere else. And that's where you would pray to God, and you can either A, follow any foresight that he gives you, or B, at that point, yes, you can utilize this platform and talk to us, the people that are going through it but that are making it and that aren't freaking out, and that don't look like all hell is breaking loose in their household. You're doing the best you can out here. We all know how it is. We're in different times. We're in a time period where you got to work 2 jobs, and that's why the whole name of the game now is your side hustle, your side gig, and things like that. And what's going to happen, and not to throw shade on anyone or anything like that, but if you just pay attention, what's going to happen is they're going to make it where these jobs that people are really out here barely trying to get, those are going to be the jobs to get if you don't have a degree at the moment. That's where those jobs are going to come in, and the ones that require a degree, they're going to be really competitive. So, you got to really pay attention to the trend out here. Having the education gives you the ability to have options in the field that you chose. The main thing at that point is just getting in the door, so that way you can get some experience. Get that experience. Climb up from there. I don't have to tell you that if you know what you're doing. If you're young, definitely seek all the advice you can. And I know you're like, well, what should I be seeking? That's a really good question. It really just depends on exactly what you're going through in life. That's where it all comes down to. Like I said, if you want to utilize the email that's attached in the description, definitely say, hey, you bring this stuff up, yada yada yada. I have no problem giving you some free advice. It's not a problem at all. This is all about helping people right now, and if I can be of service, definitely let me be of service. But again, we just have to keep leaning on God. I'm leaning on God to the point where it's like I will bust my face open. Or like he's like, get off of me. He's not saying that, but I'm leaning on him that heavy to the point where, yes, I am saying that in theory. Like, man, if he was physically right there, I would be leaning on him to the point where I would bust my face, almost like the Michael Jackson lean. I'm leaning like that on God, because it's that shaky out here, and he's trying to show us in several different ways that we cannot depend on this world. Don't depend on it. You got to depend on him. And he's like, hey, if you're looking for a job and you wonder why you can't get a job, is because the world controls who gets a job. I will give you I'll make sure that the right job is there for you. I'll expose what I need to expose, but otherwise, you don't want to run the risk of just choosing something and then it end up being unfulfilling, disaster. You just don't even want to run into it. Lean on God, everyone. Lean on God. Pray. Prayer is what's going to make you feel better, because if you believe in God, one, you want to make sure you're praying for him to even pay your prayer any attention, because he hears all of our prayers. But You want to make sure you're speaking the prayer every time that you hope that it will get his attention in a way that he's like, I should really wave this hand of favor. I should really use my power to bless them or to answer their request, answer their prayer. So definitely lean in and really change up your prayers. Lean in and really focus on God. Lean in, really help each other out here. Make sure your family's all right. Do the best you can. Do the best you can. Do the best you can. And just remember, Jesus loves you, man. Jesus loves you. I love you. We all love you. Don't think that nobody cares about you out here if life doesn't seem that good, because I know what you mean. I know how you feel. But trust me, people care. It's just everybody's going through something. And we live in a day and age where everything is socially driven through your phones, that people don't know how to socially interact with each other these days to even express that feeling anymore. And that's scary, but if you understand what I'm saying, then you understand that, okay, there are people out there that have that capability. So just know that people are here for you. Keep your head up. That's why I do these videos. That's why I feel like God has me on this platform, and just trying to be a blessing to the environment in general. You know, a lot of people are starting their Christian pages because of whatever their reason is, but I know for me, this page is solely to help the environment that's around me, be a blessing to others while I'm here in this environment. It's not for stature increase or anything like that. So I appreciate you if you took the time to watch this video. I'm trying to keep the times low, so I'm looking there, and then this sun is beating me up a little bit, but I wanted it to be in good light. So hey, here we go. But again, if you took the time to listen to the full video, again, I thank you. Subscribe, like the video, share it, whatever you decide to do. But again, until next time, you all have a great weekend. Be safe. Remember, we love you. Until next time.